All right, welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom. I'm your host. This is your nightly news for Thursday, July 23rd, 2020. This video is not for children. So if you're under 13, get your parents' permission to watch this video. Okay, we have 3 deaths today. Daisha Riley, 35. She was a Good Morning America producer. Then we have Mitch Slater, 59. He was a concert promoter. And then we have Michael Franklin, 96. Former Writers Guild of America West and Directors Guild of America executive director. So he's Hollywood actors and stuff like that. Their unions out there, Writers Guild. So condolences to all 3 of those people, their friends and family. Okay, Amazon is de-anonymizing anonymous, like de-anonymous third-party sellers. So you're going to have your name and address on there. And this is over, they got popped for child sex trafficking. They've been accused of this, that and Wayfair. So with the new government regulations, if Amazon, if they go to jail or they get tried for this, the government could take and confiscate the entire website and all their assets. So in other words, they're making it where if people are doing that, you're going to be able to see who's doing it. So they don't want to get dragged into this and lose everything because of these third parties that are putting up their child sex trafficking. So that's really, really bad. Okay, Twitter has banned thousands of QAnon accounts. So QAnon is the conspiracy theory that looks like it's going to turn out to be right. Okay, Alex Trebek said that he is going to stop cancer treatments if the current ones don't work. So we wish him well. He's still doing Jeopardy. So this guy was stage 4 a couple of months back, so he's kicking in there. Okay, Amblin has bought Stage 13 to make a movie with Edgar Wright is going to direct it. Disney Plus buys a series of movies called Miraculous. So it's TV movies from India and China. So now they're starting to mine foreign-made movies and stuff to put on that website. Okay, Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson created an animated series called Futha Mucka for Quibi. So that's going to get made sooner or later. HBO has renewed Perry Mason for season 2. HBO Max picks up Gomorrah and the Great Pottery Throwdown. So that's another deal. They're foreign-made TV shows. They're buying it to fill out their slates. Okay, the DC Universe is no longer taking yearly subscriptions, so the death knell is going for that to see how long it lasts. It's only monthly subscriptions now. Okay, Valiant is teasing bringing back Unity and Solar Man of the Atom. Now, what's interesting about that is they don't own Solar. That was owned by Gold Key, which was absorbed into what's left of DreamWorks. So DreamWorks Animation actually holds the copyright on Solar Man of the Atom, so they may have to license that, or if they just buy it outright. So we'll have to look into this when this comes out. Okay, Chris Ryall, I did a video on here about this morning. He quit IDW. He's forming a new company called Sis Urgy or something like that. And he's going to keep his hand in Lock and Key. So we'll cover this as this further develops. Dynamite has canceled their panels for the Comic-Con at home due to the Comicsgate controversy, where they were going to let Cecil have a cover of Vampirella and do a crossover, and because Cecil associates with Ethan Van Sciver, all hell broke loose and all the liberals attacked them. Okay, AMC, the movie network, is ripping Robert Kirkman in the Walking Dead lawsuit. So the lawsuit's about, he found out years ago that AMC made tons of money overseas from The Walking Dead and never shared the profits. So there's a big lawsuit. This has been going on for years. Okay, Donald Glover looks like he's going to be Lando in the Disney Plus series. This could be a Lando Calrissian show. And then the George Lucas cut of The Rise of Skywalker. They're saying there's a cut out there, and there's all this rumors and everything that it'll never be seen and blah, 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 blah. Well, if Disney has to go and buy movies from China and India to put on their streaming service, put out The Rise of Skywalker, the George Lucas edition. It's they already have it. It's the stupidest thing ever. Okay, wrestling news. Maria Kanellis vented on a podcast about the WWE only paying her 1/4 of her previous deal, so they cut her pay tremendously. Eric Young did an interview where he talked about their creative system is dead in the water, which, yeah, that's been like that for years. Okay, WWE has a virtual panel at the San Diego Comic-Con at Home Edition. Vince McMahon didn't get John Cena's gimmick. Well, this is coming out now. This was known years ago that he was on the verge of firing him until Cena did a rap-off in front of Stephanie McMahon, and then she's the one that told Dad that this guy can go. Okay, Keith Lee has relinquished the NXT North American title. That will be put up in a ladder match at TakeOver 30. So whoever wins the ladder match gets the NXT North American title. And it's going to be SummerSlam weekend at Full Sail University. Okay, Vince Kennedy McMahon, his family, and some executives from WWE unloaded a bunch of stock today. So what did they know that nobody else does? Okay, Mercedes Martinez has joined the Robert Stone brand in NXT. Okay, Chris Jericho's cruise has been postponed until October of 2021. Orange Cassidy explains why the Young Bucks recruited him. Basically, they like that all the purists hate his gimmick. They don't get it. Where this guy acts like the total slacker, and then when he has to, he turns it on and he can wrestle. So all these people are misreading that gimmick. I think it's a smart gimmick, and he keeps that gimmick in tune whenever he goes anywhere. And he's been wrestling for 15 years. So he used to be Fire Ant in Shikara. So this dude's been around a long time, and now he's getting a push. Okay, Sonny Kiss. He talked about on Chris Jericho's podcast, he used to work for Lucha Underground. He was Exo Luscious. Okay? He was only getting $4,000 a year, and he says it got so bad he couldn't pay his rent and he couldn't pay his cell phone bill. So a lot of people were complaining about Lucha Underground's low pay and basically like a slave mentality, but it's even worse than what they were talking about. So $4,000, they were locked up in the contracts. Okay, Sammy Guevara returned on Dynamite, so his suspension looks like it's been lifted. AEW has announced a women's tag team tournament with 8 teams. The Nightmare Sisters, Allie and Brandy Rhodes, are the first team named. Okay, Eddie Kingston debuted for AEW. He challenged Cody Rhodes for the TNT title. He lost by submission to Cody, but Cody took a power bomb into some thumbtacks. Okay, AEW and Capcom have a deal going where they're going to do 2 limited edition t-shirt designs from the Street Fighter video game. Okay, Vince Russo got eye surgery, so we wish him well in his recovery. Tessa Blanchard wanted $150,000 to give back the Impact title. And then there's been 7 people from WWE that Impact has picked up. We got Deonna Purrazzo, the Good Brothers, EC3, Eric Young, Kurt Hawkins, and there's one more that I'm forgetting who it is. I wrote this list and I forgot to look it up. So I'll have to tell you tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.